What you see in front of you right now is WordPress. Now WordPress is a software system for updating websites. You can see it in here, for example, personal shopping. I can click into that to edit that specific page. Now, the great thing about WordPress is that it is open source. And what that means is that if you get something built in WordPress, anybody can edit that WordPress for you. Anybody. I want to tell you a story. We've been building websites and programming for about 15 years now. And when I started, I put a huge amount of work into building a content management system which allowed people to update their own websites using what's called a WYSIWYG editor, which is basically just a Microsoft Word interface, which makes it very easy to update a website. At the time, it gave us a huge advantage because most content management systems were very, very difficult to use. And we were one of very few companies who was selling a content management system, building websites with a content management system that was incredibly easy to use. Now, we put a lot of effort and money into building this content management system, and it was built and it gave us a huge advantage. Now, there was a point at which we were looking at all of the options that were available out there. We built our content management system using Active Server Pages, which is a Microsoft software, a Microsoft programming language. We were very excited about it, and I loved our content management system. But when we were looking at our options at one stage, we decided that because of the search engine friendliness of WordPress and also the open source nature, which would allow us to give our clients freedom to get things edited whenever they wanted to, we just had to move it to WordPress, and we've been in the process ever since of moving it to WordPress. Now, this is where I talk about no lock-in. I think this is important. Our promise is that there's no lock-in. That means if you want your domain, you get your domain quickly. That means if you need passwords for hosting, you get your passwords for hosting. No excuses. That means if you need somebody else, somebody who is in the office beside you, or maybe someone who you just like, or anyone to edit your website, assuming they can program, you can do that. There's no lock-in. There is other web development companies who will build it in specialized programming languages and also use hosting where there's no clear division between sites, so they can't send passwords out, they can't give domains out, they can't allow other programmers to edit their software, and people are locked in. And the problem with that obviously is that first of all, you don't have the freedom to edit your stuff as you want, but also you've no control over, if the price goes up suddenly, no control over keeping control of your costs. So just wanted to talk about our no lock-in promise. It means you own your website. You're not renting it from us, you're not paying down payments, you own your own website. You move it whenever you want to. You edit domains, you edit hosting, you do whatever you want to. You learn PHP and edit yourself, or you get someone qualified to edit your site for you. And obviously there's content management systems where you can log in and control your own site and put in things like analytics and other stuff like that you need to assess the website, the success of your website. Because a website is something that needs consistent work in order to make it better and better. It's not something that, like a car that you take out of the shop and it appreciates over time. The website value should appreciate over time, because over time you're going to get new backlinks, put more content on the site, make it more relevant, and the value should appreciate over time based on that. So this has been Alan from Archweb Solutions, and I wanted to take you through our no lock-in Thomas.